Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Bophelong here to deliver positive and uplifting news. So sit back, relax and be inspired. Today we are reminded that it's never too late to act on our dreams, no matter how big or small. Abigail Matlocha's journey to success began with her mission to complete her matric after she got married in her teens. Today, she owns a hardware company that has made her a key player in the construction field. In this next insert, she takes us to where it all began. Have a look.
Abigail Matlocha is a vibrant mother of 3. Her upbringing was not a fairy tale one, but she rewrote her own narrative.
I was 2 years old, then I'm the one who got the hit the most. Okay, ngakhula ngena isikolo sasingena eMathamo nabantwana basekhaya esikoleni. Then mangabe ngenza standard 2, it's where the problem started. My mom ukhuluma amazwi ukuthi sengiqala ukujola. I reason ukuthi ngalo nyaka loyo ngoDecember ngaphuma number 3. And then officially this June ngiphuma number 1. So but ke sengiqala ukujola ingakho ngiphuma number 3. And then bangikhipha esikoleni.
Her harsh childhood memories left her with many questions.
I was working kwamngadi, and then we besithunga isikhwama. Then masithunga isikhwama, I remember that day but ubaba lomngadi athi ngize nephetting number 11. Then mangifika angiboni number 11. I was expecting the number. Kanti le pattern ibhalwe nge letter 11, not a number 11. So I can't read by then. And then it was just in front of me, but I never saw it. The following day, ubaba umngadi wayeyothenga material eDurban, material okwenza ikhwama zakhe. So wangicela ukuthi ngihambe naye for stock. Then ngahamba naye kanti wenza private time to talk to me. Wangibuza ukuthi ngiphumile esikoleni and why ngiphumile and why ngisebenza kuye. Meanwhile I was very young. I was the youngest in the team. And then ngamtshela ukuthi my mother uthe mina sengiqala ukujola wangikhipha esikoleni. Office ngaleso sikhathi ngangakazi ukujola ukuthi what was it. Ngalesikhathi manje grade standard 2 it is grade 4 ne? Yes. Yeah. And then so wasethi ubaba loya I can still make it. You can still make it. Yithi mina kanjani? You can go back to school, go night school. During the day you go to work, and then at night you go to school before you go to sleep. And then you do that until you improve your life.
After being taken out of school at the age of 8, she began working informally.
I was having this dream in my mind. All the time when I was sleeping, but there is no teacher, there was no children. But I was on the desk alone in the class. This was haunting me like forever, that dream.
Her dream was a reflection of a future she yearned for.
They opened a night school, Kwame as a school, at Peter Marisbeck, Hammersmith. And then Mabe opened that night school. Then I said, this is my chance. Then I have to do it right now. Then I went there. I registered myself. I paid the school fees myself. Then during the day I was going to work. And then when I come back to work, and then I have to rush to school.
She got married in her teens, but still wanted a better future for herself.
When I got married to Mr. Matlocha, Richard from Petersburg, I was 19 years old. And then when I got married, and then I asked him if he can take me back to school.
She convinced her husband about her dreams.
My husband took me back to school because I asked him. Until attend. It was me, thirsty for education.
School was not easy as she was older than most of her classmates.
I was even older than the teacher, the one that was teaching us. I was older than that lady. Then I remember before season on my paper, but we must participate classini. Then the education is very much important. And then in this exam room, there is somebody who's older than us, teachers. Yeah, I was just a bit embarrassed, but I was proud at the same time. At least it's my last time I'm doing my exam in standard 10.
Abigail was pushing to get her dreams no matter what.
I wanted to be an engineer. And then I looked at the Pretoria West College of Engineering. It was called that name by then. And then I make my heavy current. And then we continue. I continued going to school. There was this guy, white guy, I forgot his name. He was, impressed about me because I was married, having my ring, having the house and a husband and everything. But I was also there saying I was very much intelligent even at school, even that in that status. Then when we were making our homeworks, I was always doing my homeworks. And then I was seriously addicted to maths and science because I wanted to make it work. Then when I come, maybe they were correcting my books and everything. They found out that maybe I can teach the class better than them.
She finished her matric and still didn't stop there. She fought for her children to see an inspiration through her.
After the break, Abigail takes us to the field to give us a glimpse of the day-to-day running of her business. And being one of the very few females in the field, it's not always smooth sailing. That's coming up when we come back.
Need to know more about the markets? This is where it all starts, at the SABC's headquarters in Auckland Park in Johannesburg, South Africa. We analyze, report, crunch the numbers, call in the experts, package the news and bring you critical global market updates from the JSE.
The continent's leaders in liquid market movement and the fastest growing secondary listings made right here.
Small businesses, the backbone of the economy. With South Africa's very high unemployment rate, it said that 90% of new jobs could come from this sector.
Every weekday afternoon on DSTV channel 404.
Welcome back to the show. Today we bring you the story of Abigail Matocha, an entrepreneur with an incredible story of turning a vision into reality. We spent some time with her at her hardware store in Pretoria. Have a look at this.
Abigail ran for her dream of education when she saw that from her family, no one had the tool of success. She made means to finish school, although she was married and older than her teachers. She today shares her story of triumph and has become a motivation for a lot of people. She knew she didn't belong where she was.
I was feeling that I don't belong there. I belong somewhere. So I must work my way forward to reach where I was supposed to be. Yeah. The time of going back to school, it was difficult because my children were taking the higher classes now, and my husband was the only one who was working.
She made her strides by moving one brick at a time.
I started to drive my children to go to school, to medium language. It was English, age 3. Then Gabalaisha, mbese esikoleni mangifika lapha ngizobalanda sibe namashomi bathi-ke babafuna transport. Then I took them to their parents, and then they decided to pay me for taking them to school and back to home. Then it was, for me, it was like it's the money of the diesel, of the petrol. And then we continued like that until my car became full, until I make 2 double trips, until it becomes too small for what it was doing. And then my husband decided to buy a Kumbi for me.
Her transporting business worked out only for a short period.
I was doing the decoration after that. Decoration, the draping and making the decor. And then I take 3 ladies and 2 ladies, I was number 3 at the church. Then I trained them how to make a draping. And then after that, when they got their knowledge, they ran away. They started their own thing. Then I said to myself, oh Lord, that means I just have to receive from God and give to people and they run with the stuff. Because to me, the decoration never made me any money.
Her brother says she has always fought for what she wanted.
Mangibuka nje indlela emisele ngayo ufuna ukufika la kosomabhizinisi abakhulu abaziwayo nje ake ngithi nje mhlawumbe njengo Beat Right amahardware amakhulu ufina naye abe inkampani enkulu abone cha usebenzile ngendlela engibuka ngayo ukusebenza kwakhe.
Her husband supported her every move.
My husband bought me a China baggie, and then that China baggie, I took it to, I was driving it myself. And in the morning I was taking the children to school with it. And then during the day I was no longer studying. Then I went to big market and taking the vegetable people to wherever they were selling. Then at the end of the day, and then I took my children back to home, and then I go home like that every day.
She finally found what's hers and ran with it. Every door opened.
Here comes the call, we've got a contract. Then I was like, I'm sick, I'm not going to be able to come now. They say, come, please come now. I said, no, maybe tomorrow, please come 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. After they dropped the phone, and then actually, why you refuse not to go now? I phoned my husband and said, are you mad? When the people they give you job, you are not going there. You said tomorrow. What if tomorrow they get another one? I say, if God gave me that job, He's gonna wait for me. Then in the morning I went there. Then they were ushering me like a queen, and I wore my high heels and take as if I know what I'm doing. Then they take me to those offices that were not signing that contract, and then they gave me the job, just like that.
She was good and felt complete.
When I started to work, I saw the type of work that I'm doing, and the type of money that I'm making, and the type of impact, the way forward. The time of the exposure and everything, I saw this one is going to take me somewhere.
Abigail says this emotionally as she was where she has always dreamt of.
When I arrived at the factory, first thing first that guy made is to take me out of the truck. He said, no, you are no longer going to drive a truck. You must hire a person to do that. Say, they are not going to run away with my truck. Say, no, you register them. And then they give them this to assistant. Then they will do your work for you because you must do your paperwork. I don't know the computer by then. I only know driving. So, no, don't worry, Abigail, we'll teach you everything. They started to teach me how to press the buttons. Then from there, I went to buy my own laptop. Then I went to do classes. Then they teach me to do my paperwork. Oh, it was so nice. I remember the first day when I sit on the seat doing that paperwork on the system, I was singing praise the Lord. I never thought I would be having my own office one day. I would make my own paperwork. I would use the computer. I never knew that. But by the grace, I run my own office. I have my own guys working. I was paying them. I remember the first day. It was so relieving. It's like it's something I was born to do, to give something people to live on. I was impressed. I was so impressed when I was paying those men to go and buy food for their children. You know, in business, you pay people before you pay yourself. I was happy to pay others, not me getting paid by them. Yeah.
She was her own boss and in charge.
When my team grows, I bought another truck. I hire another 3 people. My paperwork piled up. My trucks, they were filled on my yard. My husband has to complain with the oils on the yard. And I was supposed to go and hire an office somewhere and the trucks to park somewhere, because now they're starting the papers, you know, that office you saw, it was a lot of files and everything. So now it's no longer a home, it's an office, it's a truck, it's a warehouse outside. Then I just went across the road. I found a beautiful office there. I'll show you photos. It was beautiful. I was so fulfilled. It's like I was born to be a business person who is helping others.
An expansion was the only way forward.
I decided to start something because contract, you know, they go and they what do they say? They elapse or they get finished. Yeah. Then I said to myself, I need something that's gonna be mine, because contract is for this, it's gonna come and go. What if they say today the contract is finished, next year we're not coming? Then what is gonna be out of me? Then I decided to start a hardware. I talked to my husband. I was having some money that I was having. Then I said, you know, before we can cry, let us start something now that is going to be called ours. If I'm getting old or maybe tired of doing what I'm doing, then it's something that's going to be mine.
Help came from all sides.
By the grace, I call it the grace of God, to find Mr. Guyven from BBC. He came and found us working. He liked what I was doing. He also asked me, what are you doing in the field of the men while you are a woman? Because even the other competitors, they are offended about me as a woman, what I'm doing, because they are men and most of them, they are from outside the country. So he came and then he said, no, I'm going to ask BBC to help you with the container. I was thinking that he's lying. I saw this long container here. It came with the container. I was so excited. Said, now at least I can store my stuff on it. My dream was to put the nails, everything that for building material, zinc and the wood and everything.
This was the beginning of her career as a female industrialist.
We take another commercial break. We are back with more on this story when we return.
We visit all the best spots for some live jazz performances. Traveling to breathtaking holiday destinations is what we like doing. Enjoying outdoor adventures with family and friends. Relish global cuisines.
Part of cooking.
For all the tourism, delicious cuisines and outdoor adventures, join us on Trends Travel every Sunday at 12 o'clock right here on the SABC News channel.
As the democracy matures, we get into discussing very, very sensitive issues.
I think that there's a lot of people that are applauding it. I'm sure it's going to be appealed.
It is the beginning of a long journey of South Africa fighting racism.
That sticky label of being a white party, so to speak, doesn't seem to want to go away.
So the competition actually helps, and it brings out winning in total.
Stay tuned to Media Monitor every Sunday from 9 a.m.
We visit all the best spots for some live jazz performances. Traveling to breathtaking holiday destinations is what we like doing. Enjoying outdoor adventures with family and friends. Relish global cuisines.
Part of cooking.
For all the tourism, delicious cuisines and outdoor adventures, join us on Trends Travel every Sunday at 12 o'clock right here on the SABC News channel. We probe.
His bone crushed on 3 places, so he said, well, we're going to have to amputate. And I was like, what?
We confront.
This young girl was abducted when she was 16. She was sold off by her older sister. Now, in grade 11, she has 3 children.
And we expose. Catch Special Assignment every Sunday at 9:30 right here on SABC News channel.
Welcome back to the last leg of our show. Before we conclude Abigail Matloga's story, we hear from people who have drawn inspiration from her success. And this is what they had to say about the trailblazer.
Abigail Matloga has defied all the odds, from being denied education to now being a leading example that all dreams are valid. Today, Abigail owns her own warehouse and a huge amount of support from her community.
I was having these 2 ladies who was inspiring me the time I was still driving. The other one is in Sochangove, having it the hard way. And then when they come to the shop, they always wanted my services to take their things to their shops. Then they also told me, you can still do it because you are working with the building material. For you, it's going to be easy to open a hard way. And then we're going to tell you what other stuff you're going to get and whatever. All right. The day I decided to start, I called that lady in Sochangove. She said, I must look for the place where the mkuku is full, because those people, they are in the verge of building. So actually they want the nearby services then to go to town before they get what they want. All right, we drove around. I saw this place. We were coming from this side. I saw this place. Then we went down there, we moved around, but I fell in love with the place. Then, lucky enough, there's a policeman down there. He's working with my husband. Then he knows the people here who are taking care of this place. And then he directed us to that place. Then I went there. They said, no, I must go to Wrighton and talk to the people, municipality there. I went there. The other lady said to me, you know, the thing of getting a land in Mamelodi, it's very, very, very going slow.
Now she has helped many young women. Her friend today has a fully operational tuck shop all through her help.
Kaira fruit and veg happy mostrating, and then hegel mostrating kabon or no man. It's better kereke di thapi tse pedi ka tšhelete la ne ke rekisa ke reka di thapi tse pedi ke bia ke reka packet ya eng ke bia until ke ba le shopo intse itla ke reka le di cold drink 1
Helping others is part of Abigail's mission.
Ke rile he ke dutse fatshe ke mo tlhalosetsa ke re ka mkhwa ke berekang a ba mpatele pila na go ngwe ba tsamaya, and then ke nya go rekisa mara ntho yo rekisa a ke tsuru go ithoma byang ke a tlhalosetsa re le yena ha thoma ntho ya o bereka ya o rekisa o ithomile hanyane ka transport so until gontse go ya until ka jeno ka mkhwaleng le nna ka thoma bjao ka maotwana ka paketenyana ka 5 kg wa bona 5 kg ya le 2 packet ya malana until today kuri ka mkhwane ke irang a ke ntse ke ya moyana ke re nna go ngwe ke na lo ya moyana ke re ke lapile dilo tse a di tsa maipile a re o sa lapa you know pusha se se one se o se rekisang se tla tlisa se seng.
Gavin helped Abigail's hardware with needed machinery, and this is what he saw in her.
Well, Abigail needs to be a black industrialist. She needs to grow 1,000-fold, and PPC is looking forward to journey with her on this.
The ripple effect started from Abigail helping others to her having her own company and own destiny helpers that pushed her vision even further.
My dream in logistic ones, I wish to have a 16-ton truck because it's taking more roof tiles or more cement, and then with a crane behind because it's easy to offload. I want to supply the builders, I want to supply the shops.
She today praises her husband, who has been a big part of her success.
What I can say is that she's, a very committed woman. She can become a wife, to me, and then a businesswoman, and then she's one of the my number one fan.
Like Abigail, she never left any stone unturned, and today we celebrate the woman she fought so hard to be. It is definitely not where you come from that matters, but where you're going.
And with that, we conclude our show today. We'd like to thank Abigail for sharing her story and for you at home for watching. Until next week, it's a goodbye from us here on this show. Bye.
So TB continues to be the top infectious killer worldwide, claiming 4,500 lives a day. It is estimated that approximately 1% of the global population is autistic. So if you're on a medical aid, how well do you understand the benefit structure and how your medical aid generally works? And if you're not on a medical aid, have you considered belonging to one? So how much and what should you know about this condition? Is it curable? Can people living with epilepsy, for instance, play sport, drive cars, get employed? 7 million people around the world die annually as a result of tobacco use.
For Health Tip, catch Health Talk every Saturday from 9 to 10.
The United States will not be a migrant camp, and it will not be